The Travel Michigan Golf Program, only has one more segment to go for this week's show. I'm Dave Lorenz, along with our guest co-host, Kevin Frisch. And Kevin, where are we headed to for our last guest of the program?
Dave, we're going to head over to Boyne country, up to the Petoskey, Harbor Springs, Boyne City area, and we're going to talk with Bernie Friedrich, the Senior Vice President of Golf and Retail for Boyne Resorts. Bernie, how are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, Dave and Kevin.
You know, Boyne is one of the biggest golf resorts in the country, the biggest in Michigan, with 3 resorts, 11 golf courses, and living up north myself, I've seen it's been pretty busy up there. Have you guys been seeing a lot of golf traffic this summer?
Well, we have, and as our ski business, our golf business is the same. It is dependent on weather most of the time, and well, we had a tremendous June up here, where I think the downfolks areas downstate had 6-7 inches of rain.
Yeah,
we had
sure
7/10 of an inch. So we had a great June, and participation in July was about normal, and so our play has been very good.
That's great. You've got 3 very unique resort destinations up there. Bay Harbor, obviously, one of the leading resorts and golf resorts in the country, and then Boyne Mountain, and then Boyne Highlands. A lot of variety. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, that's I'm glad you mentioned that. We're working very hard as a resort to brand these resorts differently and have people come to a resort for different reasons and different activities that they're looking for, and we're well into that process now. And as you mentioned, Bay Harbor is pretty unique in itself. The setting there is on the water, and it's a beautiful facility, and we have 27 holes of Art Hills golf course over there that at Bay Harbor Golf Club, which is a real treat, and across the street from the inn we have Crooked Tree. And actually, we have some exciting news towards the end of the month that people can go on our website, Boyne.com, and find out we're going to have some very interesting news on Crooked Tree coming up for next season. So
excellent. That sounds intriguing. You don't want to break the news today, huh?
Yeah, I can't break the news today, but
we always try.
It'll be really exciting. And anyway, that complex is for golf is great. And then the Highlands, is a in the summertime is a real golf destination with the 4 courses, the Heather, the Hills, the Moor, and the Ross, and now that we've added Hidden River to that complex over there, there's really distinct different layouts and an opportunity to play a lot of golf in a very short, compact distance. So you can play a lot of golf in a day.
Yeah, in the industry, we would call Boyne Highlands a golf factory.
Oh, it's true.
I don't think there's any other facilities in the country where I could get in a golf cart at 7 a.m. and I could play 54 holes, have lunch, and never get out of that golf cart.
I would never move again.
Yeah, I can't play that many either.
Yeah.
But there aren't very many properties where you can get in a cart and play all day in the same golf cart
and see a different hole.
Assuming you don't run out of gas or electricity.
Yeah. Wow,
well,
that's great.
Well, I think there's a lot of great golf in Michigan. I think this is one of the greatest golf states in the country, and there's a lot of great resorts in Michigan. But I think the advantage that we have, and like you mentioned, Boyne Highlands, if we just use that example, those golf courses, are distinctly different, and there really isn't any one favorite and the rest are okay. That they all have equal amount of play, so there's not any issue of well, I can't get on this golf course for the next 3 or 4 days. it's really spread out, and it's really a great, as you called it, factory to play.
Yeah. Well, I would guess that most people are probably most familiar with Boyne Mountain, with not only the great golf you have there, but the resort itself, with the water park, the zip line, all the cool things that you can do at Grand Mountain. That's also just a spectacular place.
Well, that's the thing. That the Mountain Grand Lodge at Boyne Mountain is a different, as I was mentioning, the branding possibility, that we're working on, and Boyne Mountain is a really unique animal with the water park and two great golf courses, and we all have zip lines, but their zip lines are right out front. It has created a village center, and there's just so much. Segway tours now are down there. Horseback riding is just so much things for a individual or a couple or a family to do.
Well, and you have all these big name designers: Robert Trent Jones, Arthur Hills, Donald Ross. Is that a big draw for golfers? Just the name itself?
For the aficionados, it is. Yeah, and a lot of golfers it is, but aficionados really search those out.
Yeah, I think so. And again, that's a teaser to come into the resort and find out that there are other golf courses, and as I said, there's other great golf facilities in the state that might not have great designers, but they're still really good golf courses. But the aficionados, at least want to check it out and look at it. The other thing that's has been really exciting is that the amount of outstate traffic that we have been getting. I went through the parking lot it was just yesterday, and I would say that 40% of those license plates in the parking lot are from out of state, which is really, really great.
It's been a fun season. We've noticed that too all around the state. Pure Michigan seems to be getting out there. People are exploring, not only in-state folks checking various places, but folks from out of state as well. So it's an exciting time.
Yeah,
it is, and I wanted to make one reference here. The PGA Championship being played this month at Oak Hill, which is a Donald Ross design. The Donald Ross Memorial up at Boyne Highlands is very unique. It's an 18 holes of Ross renditions, and I believe it's the fifth hole, Bernie, which is a rendition of the 13th hole at Oak Hill.
That's exactly right.
It's what they call the Hill of Fame, and it's unique, and it's actually very similar to what they have there. So.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And when you see it on TV, and those people that have played the Ross, it'll you can see the similarities to it. Obviously, they have more oak trees. We have more pine trees in this area, but the whole layout is very much the same.
Bernie, only about a half minute to go, but I have to ask you an unfair question. Of all those 171 holes, world-class golf, what's your favorite hole?
Dave, that's like my kids.
Yeah,
you're
I keep on hearing that.
Well,
yeah.
I think my favorite hole is and it's great in the fall too. Is probably the 13 on the hills. You can stand on that tee and look in all directions. It's a very elevated high tee, and you look in all directions, and you cannot see one man-made object. No houses, no telephone poles, no nothing. So I think that might be my favorite.
And the views stretch for about 40 or 50 miles, too, so it's pretty spectacular.
That sounds great. Hey, Bernie, we want to thank you for being with us today from Boyne Resorts. Bernie Friedrich, the Senior Vice President in Golf and Retail for Boyne. And for more information, just head to Boyne.com. Well, this has been a lot of fun talking about golf all throughout the state. I want to thank you, Kevin Frisch, for co-hosting today's program.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
I want to also thank Mark Blackwell for engineering the program as well. And next week, I'm sure Michelle Banache will be back with me, and we'll be talking about various subjects about traveling all around the state. But there's something special about golf around Michigan. So whether it be yet this month or going into the fall, recommend that you check out Michigan.org for great golfing information, and get out there and bring your clubs. And thanks for joining us right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.